Alright guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and welcome if you are a new viewer. First off, let me go ahead and say thank you so much for the recent and constant love and support that you guys have been giving to the channel. Likes, comments, new subscribers. Just in the last month alone, we gained about 86 to like 90 subscribers, which is mental. So far this month we're like at 20 something, so that's over 100 in a month and a half, so I appreciate that a lot, guys. We are 50 subs away from 4,000, so it'd be awesome if you would go ahead and help us out reaching that milestone by going down into the description and hitting that big red button. It's free, and if you don't want to watch any more of my content in the future, you can go ahead and unsubscribe. So all this hype around Battlefield 2042 has me excited and more motivated than ever to make Battlefield themed videos. So today we have a banger for you guys. We're going to go ahead and list 5 new features. Some of these you can consider them to not be features. I'm just going to put them in that list or in that bracket basically, just so that the video makes more sense. But to me, these are 5 new features that are going to be added into Battlefield 2042. I keep trying to say Battlefield 6, but it's Battlefield 2042. Now, a couple of these have been in the game in the past, but they have been it's been so long since we've seen them that I'm going to consider them new features, only because there's going to be a lot of new players to the Battlefield series with the hype around Battlefield 2042. And plus, most of these features in the game are all modern things that we haven't seen in Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, not even Hardline. One of them was in Hardline, but Hardline came out about 6 years ago, so there's been a lot of people that haven't played that game. Me, myself, I didn't play that game, so basically these are new features being added into the game. Starting off with number 5, we have the Grapple Hook, or the Grapple Gun, or the Grapple thing, whatever it is you want to call it. This one is assigned specifically to, I think it is the Canadian specialist. Specialists are new into Battlefield, by the way. That might be a feature that you guys could go ahead and say it's a new feature to the game. But the Grapple Gun is a new feature. We did see it in Battlefield Hardline, but like I said at the beginning of the video, Battlefield Hardline came out about 6 years ago, and it's been a very long time, and not a lot of people played that game. Especially the new people into the Battlefield series didn't play that game. So we're going to go ahead and consider the Grappling Gun a new feature into the game. As you can see, we were shown it in the Battlefield gameplay trailer, the 2042 actual gameplay trailer. We don't get to see the gun itself a lot, only in the screenshot we have of the Specialist McKay. I want to go ahead and see how this actually plays in game. Like I said, I never played Hardline, so I was never able to use the grappling hook or the grappling gun in that game, so I don't know how it's going to affect your movement, if you have any control over it once you're moving or swinging through the air whatsoever. So it's very interesting to see how that is going to affect gameplay and movement in Battlefield 2042. But I can't wait to be, grappling hooking onto moving vehicles or whatever, just like in Just Cause, where like you can shoot the guy's like hook out of his arm and just like grapple onto a moving vehicle. If you can do that in Battlefield 2042, that's going to be epic. Imagine jumping off of the roof of a building onto like your teammate's helicopter. You can just grapple hook onto that thing, and he like saves you out of like a gunfight or something like that. That would be epic. Now, moving into the 4th slot, we have the Doggo, the Robo Doggo. This thing is absolutely sick. Now, I know some people might make a comparison to the EOD bot from Battlefield 4, but the EOD bot was mainly used to repair vehicles. People did use it to get takedowns or to kill enemies. For example, me myself last night playing Battlefield 4 on PC, someone ran up on me with an EOD bot on Operation Locker, I think, or Operation whatever, Lockdown, I forgot what it's called. Someone actually came up behind me with this thing, and they torch gunned me to death. So you might be able to say there's a comparison between the Robo Dog and the EOD, but to me, not really, because the Robo Dog has a damn machine gun on it. So the EOD bot was not made to kill people, it was made to repair vehicles, and I highly doubt that this Robo Dog with a massive machine gun on top of it is made to repair vehicles. Or who knows, maybe that might be one of its functions. Maybe you're able to customize the Robo Dog to your liking, make it a repair dog or a attack dog. That would be really, really cool. Who knows, maybe they might add like a bunch of cool features to this thing that we don't know yet, because so far we've only seen it in the trailer where he gets like deployed and he just absolutely leaps into battle with that machine gun on it, and it looks absolutely incredible. I can't wait to go ahead and get my hands on this Robo Dog. Now, moving into probably the most controversial one. I should have put this one at number 1, but who cares? I just have them in order like this, so it doesn't really matter. To me, I don't know how well they're going to implement this, but it is the brand new plus system. This is something that we've never seen before in a Battlefield game or in a Call of Duty game, because I know a lot of you guys from Call of Duty are going to be making the move to Battlefield this year, which I applaud you for that. But the plus system, we got to see it in the multiplayer gameplay reveal trailer. I don't know if I like it, honestly. I feel like if they don't balance this out well, it could be very, very cheese. And what I mean by that is, for example, let's say you are going into battle and you turn a corner, right? And you spot an enemy, you got a couple shots off, he takes cover and then instantly swaps out his attachments and then, you know, reappears, and his gun is now better suited for that situation than yours, and he just takes you out. To me, that would be unfair. I feel like a fair way to counterbalance that would be to give it like a timer, for example, to give it an animation, because as you saw in the trailer, when he switches from the ACOG scope to that red dot sight and the suppressor, there is no like timer at all. There's no animation. It just happens in real time. So I feel like what they should do is add animations to those swaps. Maybe make it take like 1-2 seconds from him swapping a barrel, swapping it to a suppressor or something like that, so it gives time to the other player that was attacking first a better chance of surviving that gunfight. And yeah, I feel like that would be a really good way to counteract or counterbalance the plus system. Obviously, we haven't seen it in action in a gunfight. We've only seen it when the player is in the elevator, so we don't exactly know how OP or how not OP this thing is going to be. But I'm looking forward to it, definitely. I can't wait to go ahead and be running a Chris Vector and then swapping from like a hollow sight to like, I don't know, an ACOG sight, even though I wouldn't do that because a Chris Vector with an ACOG sight just makes no sense because the gun is for close quarter situations. Alright, now number 2 and number 1 kind of go hand in hand to me, mainly because of the screenshots I've seen and obviously because of the multiplayer gameplay that we saw of both of them being used at once. First off is the wingsuit. Now, I don't think we've ever had a wingsuit in any Battlefield. I don't know if even Hardline had them. Definitely Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5 did not have them. We obviously have parachutes, but parachutes you can't really control the way that this wingsuit was being controlled in the gameplay trailer. It looks really, really cool. The way that the player just hopped off that massive skyscraper and just leaned his body, or her body. I think it's a female specialist that has this wingsuit. I don't know if you can make it a male or female, it doesn't really matter. But it does look pretty cool. It looks like you're going to be able to glide around the map freely almost. Obviously you're gonna hit the ground eventually because of gravity and whatnot, but it does look like you have a lot of freedom when it comes to the movement of this thing. You can turn, you can, you know, glide to the left, glide to the right. Maybe you can do some nose dives with this thing. It looks like you can't use a weapon while you're using the wingsuit, which is okay by me. I don't really care. I kind of just want to use it for transport reasons. Maybe hopping off a jet, doing a quick rendezvous, my bad, and then just gliding down to the ground after my plane crashes or whatever, because I'm definitely not going to be able to catch it in mid-air. But yeah, the wingsuit does look epic, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Now, moving into the number 1 spot, I don't know if you could categorize this or call this a feature, but the tornado themselves, as we saw, the tornado can happen on 2 maps. We have the sandstorm map, which is like where the massive sandstorm comes in, and we also have it in the Korean map, which is called Kaleidoscope, I think. You see the tornado in both of those, but you might be wondering how I'm considering this or why I'm considering this a feature. It's because of the fact that if you have a wingsuit on, you can use the tornado itself in the like propulsion or like the gravity of the tornado itself to push you along even further. So to me, I would consider that a feature. We've never had something like this in Battlefield ever before. Yeah, we've had like dynamic weather where like it's sunny and then like a random storm rolls by, or like Gulf of Oman where like there was a massive sandstorm that just covered the entire map. I don't want to consider those features, although it does alter the game or the match a lot. These tornadoes do seem like you can actually use them. For example, as we saw in the gameplay trailer, the character does go into the tornado with their wingsuit and comes out the other side. absolutely at top speed, and it looks like he even goes up or propulsion by the tornado. I don't even know if that's a word. I just made that up. He gets like an impulse or like more speed by going through one side of the tornado and then coming out the other side. So I guess you could use it as like a slingshot kind of method. If you're like running low, you're about to hit the ground and a tornado's there. If you get lucky, you could just, you know, get sucked into it and then spat out into like a farther distance. So yeah, those are, in my opinion, 5 new. I don't even think it's an opinion. I guess these are 5 new features being added into Battlefield 2042 or into Battlefield in general. Most of these on the list have never been in the game. For example, the Plus System wingsuit or the tornadoes. Robo Dog, you could probably say like an ELD, but I'm going to consider it a new feature. And the Grapple Hook, I'm also going to consider it a new feature because Hardline was 6 years ago, and a lot of you guys that watch these videos probably didn't even play Hardline. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below of this list. If there are things that I miss, I feel like these are the most impacting ones that I found by myself, but you guys are definitely smarter than me, so there might be a lot of things or new features that I missed. So let me go ahead and know in the comment section down below. But with that being said and done, I want you guys to go ahead into the comment section down below once again and let me know which one of these 5 is your favorite, or if you like any of them, or if you dislike all of them. I want to know your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and if you didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike. No grudges are going to be held here. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next.